We are so very excited to have a few minutes with the new anchor of Inside Edition, Eva Pilgrim. And you and I kind of have a history. We go way back to the days when I believe you were like a web writer for WIS-TV in Columbia, South Carolina.
I was an 18-year-old college student working at the local news station.
I tell you what, I was excited to hear. Well, I was excited for your watching your entire career because your previous job, you worked with another friend of mine, DeMarco Morgan. But when it was announced that you would succeed Deborah Norville, I thought, wow, did you ever think way back in those early 2000s when you were just starting out that you would get this, what I would imagine is a dream job for you?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a dream job. And no, I mean, I think you want to be slightly delusional to believe that it's possible, but then not ridiculous in dreaming too big. And it's this sort of like constant fight you have with yourself inside your own mind. Like, is that possible? Wait, is that possible? And you constantly go back and forth. And so to be where I am at this part of my life is just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, you know where I came from. My family is very normal. And you know, they really did everything they could to support me along the way, but to get to this was a lot of luck and goodwill from other people, and that is not lost on me.
You were always, I remember you being just a very down to earth person. I watched a little clip that was produced when you first joined the Inside Edition team. I had no idea you had like handy woman skills.
It's called I'm cheap. And like sticker shock, you know, like I cannot stomach the idea of spending a lot of money on something that at the end of the day, I know how to do myself if I decide to put my mind to it. And so it takes a little bit of time, but there is also something nice about seeing something you personally made in your home. So I'm enjoying it, even though I'm, you know, cursing at myself.
There is a sense of accomplishment there. Tell me, how did last night's premiere go?
Now, Inside Edition with Eva Pilgrim.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. Cheers and jeers. President Trump getting mixed reactions returning to the U.S. Open for the first time in 10 years.
It was good. You know what's funny is I've been here for 2 weeks now, and yet somehow yesterday I was still a little nervous. Like, oh, now it counts. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna have a lot of those moments here in the next probably year or so, still where I'm like getting used to it all and settling into this place, and just sort of when you grow up watching a show, it just hits a little bit different. And so you want to do right by the show. I also want to do right by my mama, who I know is still watching. And so and she will tell me. And that's the beauty of getting to do a show like this where the people you love also love that show. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm enjoying it.
That's another thing I remember about you. You would always come in the newsroom and talk about your mom's cooking.
Oh yeah. No, my mom is like, I think she's the best cook, but she's definitely in the like top three.
The WIS newsroom produced some really talented individuals between you and Stephanie Ramos and Ken Moten, Craig Melvin. Uh, that has to feel pretty good, that the history that came out of one station in Columbia.
You know what's interesting about that station and the time that we were all there is that it really was this environment where people taught each other. We had older journalists who were seasoned veterans who didn't have egos about things, and they wanted us to be good at the craft of journalism. And I think that's why you see so many people who were there in that time frame who've gone on to like great things, because we all learned from people who were willing to pour into us. And so now it's our turn to pour into other people, but it's such an incredible, that was such an incredible place to learn.
How much has Deborah Norville? You got some big shoes to fill. Deborah was there for 3 decades. What's been the relationship between the two of you, and what did she, how much advice did she give you about taking over the show?
She was really lovely. She sent me an email right after she found out that I had gotten the job just to congratulate me. And she was talking about how she couldn't believe she stayed for 30 years. It's just that good of a job, is basically what she was saying. And being here now, I understand that. The newsroom that we have here, so many people have been here 30 plus years, and they have no plans to leave anytime soon. And we also have a lot of younger staffers who have come in, and so it is this really special environment in this business where people stay for a long time because they like working with each other, they like the stories that they're doing, they like the balance that it offers them for their lives, and that doesn't exist that often anymore.
Really excited for you, Eva. It's really good to reconnect, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you.
Likewise.